It has been an absolutely dog crap week at work. I am just wiped out. We've had rain all week. I don't know what the state of the river is going to be, but I need to get out there. And when you don't fish a lot, that means you need to spend some time on your tackle. I have no idea if there's gas in the boat. I have no idea what baits are in my boat. Probably need to add some flipping baits, some Senkos, probably some frogs. I definitely need some frogs to get out there this weekend. But I'm going to go work on my tackle for a little bit, hopefully be uninterrupted, have some time to myself, and see what's going on. The garage is open. That's not good because we live in the hood. Oh, there's a little red-headed person stealing my tackle. What are you doing here?
Hey, I'm looking for different lures so we can do another episode of Garage Finds.
Okay, let's get after it, but you better find some good ones.
I got some good ones.
Okay, I found you snooping around in my tackle. I know you think it's our tackle, but I've accumulated it over 30 years of toil and sweat.
But there's stuff that you might not know that are here.
Okay, so why were you going through my tackle and what are we going through today?
Okay, so recently I did a blog on the anglers, the professional anglers, and which lure, if I only had one, which one would they pick?
Right.
And people started stating, oh, I would use this, I would use that, and you said you would use a craw.
I would. Did anyone else say that?
No, just you.
Just me. I'm different.
Yeah, well, you know. So, I get that. We use
Do you know why I would use a craw?
I don't remember what you said.
You could flip it, you could Carolina rig it, you could use it on the back of a jig, you could swim it like a swim jig by itself with a real lightweight. You can fish it from 6 inches deep, you can fish it 60 feet deep.
Yeah, and there's all different ones. Like, I know everybody uses the Strike King Rage Craw.
Right.
Right? And then the Zoom Speed Craw.
Right.
And then the Yama Craw from Yamamoto. But
I have more craws than that, in case you haven't noticed. You probably did notice going through this garage.
Did notice the bags are falling apart. There's no even advertising on the bags.
Well, those are probably generics that I bought like in the late 90s in California or Texas or Missouri or someplace like that.
And it's, they look like tubes with
They are.
Craws.
This is one of the coolest craws around. A couple companies still make one, like Big Bite makes one, Lake Fork Tackle might make one. It is a craw tube. Like your tube that you use for smallmouths, it's hollow, but it has craw pinchers.
And how long have we had these?
I don't know. We've had them a while. But you know who I think of when I think of that bait?
Tell me.
Kelly Jordan. Because Kelly Jordan, when tungsten weights were a new thing, out on the Potomac in Aquia Creek, he punched a craw tube and won an Elite Series tournament down there. So, I mean, it's not something I don't think a lot of people throw it anymore. I don't know why I throw it less and less. I mean, there are new options. You could use a sweet beaver or a craw in that case, but it's something worth keeping around. It's different, right?
Well, if you only had one left to use, you say it's going to work.
I think it's going to work. So we'll keep those. Craw tubes. We'll drop a link down in the bottom to places where you can still get them, but you still can get craw tubes from a number of manufacturers.
Okay, so Riverslung custom bass lures.
You got to show them the size of this craw.
This thing is it's awesome. Handwritten what they are. It's green pumpkin.
So this was when the tours started going to Amistad, and
I mean,
it's enormous, right?
And they're ugly.
It's like a dog toy. When the tours started going places like Amistad and Falcon, people started making big baits for places like that. So we started going to Mexico a few years after that. So someone told me about Riverslung. They made a bait that was like a sweet beaver, but bigger, and not like the double wide beaver. It was like a longer sweet beaver with extra fins. So I reached out to the guy. He was somewhere down there in South Texas. And I said, just, put together $100 worth of your best baits and send them to me. And here are the colors I want. And he did. And I know I've taken them to Mexico, but I'm not sure that I've ever thrown them, to be honest. I have a drawer full of them.
It looks like a dragonfly, actually.
Yeah, I mean, it would work, don't you think? Like a big Carolina rig or flipped into a bush somewhere. I mean, we just have to remember to take them. So I don't know that it's a great bait for around here on the Potomac, but it's something I would take to Mexico or take to Rayburn or a place like that. So I don't know if they're still in business. The guy's name was Carl something.
Carl something. Hello, Carl something.
We'll have to look it up and see if Riverslung still exists. I mean, like you said, It's just handwritten on the package, no address, no
And the bag's
no
turned
website.
the color of the green
That's good
pumpkin.
though. That's good. That's like Nori's bite powder.
Okay.
Okay, you got one more.
Jean Larew.
Jean Larew Salt Craw. So
And it's like party in the bag. I mean, can you see? It's like woo.
it's like this is a cool color. This was, you know, my friend Bill Roberts. Bill
yes.
Roberts is my fishing mentor. He introduced me to this, and you've heard of David, the late David Wharton.
Yes.
David was the one who got him because David was sponsored by Jean Larew. Now this is kind of like a June bug with a blue tip. They had all kinds of cool colors in this craw. Used to have electric blue with chartreuse pinchers.
I think I have a dress from the 80s that looks like this.
You probably do, and you probably have some stripper heels to go with it. But this is a great craw. Actually, Jean Larew is no longer in business, but Pradco bought out the rights to them, and recently under the Yum brand, they brought this craw back. So I fished it on the back of a jig a lot. I fished it by itself a lot. It was a great craw, and they made it. I mean, you can buy the black and blue, you could buy watermelon, but they made so many cool colors. And I was once at a wedding in Lincoln, Nebraska, and I found a place called Wolf's Tackle Store, and they had 50 counts of them in black and blue and watermelon. So somewhere in these cabinets, I have some 50 counts of these. So next time we're out, I think you can fish it by itself or fish it on the back of a jig, but I think you should fish some Jean Larew craws. Nice. And that's it. So what have you learned about craws today? That we have way too many of them.
We have way too many, and I guess, I mean, if we only had one bite, we might go
craw.
with the craw.
So check them out. We'll drop links. Some of these obviously are discontinued or hard to find. We'll drop links down below, and you'll see some other craws that we think would substitute for them, and get after them. If you have only one bait, what should it be?
The craw.
The craw. We all agree.